Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Now this video is going to be on something very special. We've got the car for 2 days, so we are basically doing as much as we physically can on the vehicle during the 2-day period. It's going to have some sort of enhancement correction just to get rid of the swirls. It hasn't got any deeper imperfections that I've seen. Now the vehicle was fully restored about 4 or 5 years ago. Had a full paint job. Fair play, the painter is incredible. Like, I've been around it and it is pretty much perfect. Like, there's nothing in the paint. I know it's only been washed about 4 times in 4 years, so we've been around it briefly and it has just got the odd swirl marks. So nothing that I can see that's deeper. Hopefully we should be able to get away with just an enhancement and maybe spot correct should anything else be in the paintwork, but we don't know yet. Car-wise, it's something very special. It's older than me. It is a 1986 two-door Sierra Cosworth. No, you don't see many of these anymore. The thing is a thing of beauty, I'm not gonna lie. Not being an old school Ford fan, but I do appreciate and respect that the Ford scene is probably the biggest car scene in the world. I'm not gonna dispute that at all. And funny enough, we had the conversation when they dropped the car off, that if you was to go and park that at a supercar Sunday, that you would have more attention than that than you would on the Ferraris and so on. And they did actually do this a while back. They went to an Italian Sunday thing, so obviously all your Ferraris and stuff, and there must have been about 40-50 people stood around that, basically creaming themselves over it because of how nice it was, and you don't see them obviously. So yeah, let's turn around, we'll have a look at it, and then we'll get cracking, get some work done, and see what state it's in once it's been washed. What a thing of beauty she is. Even the steel wheel is absolutely mint, you can see. We're going to do a full interior clean on it. We are going to do the seats and the carpets, leather clean, obviously the steering wheel bits and pieces. Now we're going to be super careful obviously with the seats and stuff. This fabric is older than I am. This stuff is like 32, 34 years old sort of thing. So got to be super careful. We won't be using any drill brush bits on the drill or anything like that because they're going to be too harsh. Naturally don't want to risk damaging any of the fabrics or anything like that. Even the bolsters, like in the seats, they're solid still. Carpets are fantastic. Even underneath, let's have a look. Yeah, look, it's just general bit of dirt. So we'll sort all that out. Just be super careful. We'll just be using the wetbacks and doing it all by hand. Paintwork side of things, as you can see, it's incredibly good. I mean, to be fair, you look at it like that, you wouldn't even think it needs machine polishing, but it does. I'll look under here somewhere. There is, try and do this one-handed. There we go. Look at that. Immaculate. Even the original airbox still. I bet that's worth a few quid as well. So we'll get the shutter up, we'll get the exterior washed, we'll do a full wash, decontamination. Not that I would imagine it's going to have much contamination on the vehicle. If I go around it, I mean, you've got, that's all tyre shine. So at some point it's been cleaned and they've used a very silicone based dressing. And then obviously they've drove down the road and it's slung all like the wheel arch. We're going to get rid of all of that and sort that. We're probably going to end up using Dungeon Master, so Auto Bright's Hellshine range Dungeon Master, which is a silicone-free dressing, or very little silicone anyway. Very good, and it doesn't sling. It will leave a nice satin finish to the tyres rather than a glossy look, which will then also avoid sling. We don't want that naturally. So we'll go around, we'll wash it, we'll decontaminate it. And to be honest, going around the vehicle, I don't know how much you can see, but there isn't a lot of marks anyway. It is all from the tyre gel, as you can see. I wouldn't imagine there's going to be any fallout or contamination on this, or very, very little anyway. So, but yeah, let's get it washed, pull it out, and we'll start the process. fallout remover sprayed, and literally you've got tiny little bits coming out of side strip mouldings. I mean, even the wheels side of things, there's very, very little. Even the back, like, so again, it's just little bits coming out of side mouldings. Nice big bit there, but even the wheels getting there. That's how clean this car actually is. We've covered the entire car, and you can see on the bonnet, like, there is nothing, pretty much, just the odd little bit. So it's really good. She's now washed, fully decontaminated, dried, basically ready for us to now start prepping for some polishing work. We are going to go around and have a nice little inspection. But as you can see, like, it's insanely clean anyway, this car. I've already been around it briefly with the light, and it's just your general swirls and stuff, so we'll turn them off. Here we go. As you can see, it's just general swirls and bits and pieces from poor wash techniques. I think, said the guy, I think he's washed it like 4 times since it was painted. You can catch it really good there. It is nothing major all the way around. There. Should hopefully be nice and easy to work with. I'm actually really looking forward to doing this and seeing what the end results are like, because it looks clean anyway. So obviously if we enhance it, obviously it looks clean anyway, so once we enhance it, it can only look better. Let's get set up, get all the compounds out, the pads, and then we'll have a little play and see what combos we're going to work with, and have a little test and see what works best. So let's get everything set up, and we'll come back in a minute.
Let's go.
So as obviously you've just watched in that clip, we have done whole half of a bonnet so far. A couple of it have taken 2 or 3 passes to get like a decent finish. I mean, there's little bits in the paint obviously like there, but when you cross it over to that side, obviously that's what we want. It's an absolutely fantastic finish. Now we're going to take this half and crack on. So we've gone through, we are using Automotive's Enrich on their microfiber pads. Makes it perfect, easy to work with. So we've had to, you've seen in the clip, obviously we've done a couple of passes on the bottom bit there, a few bits sort of deeper sort of thing to come out. But no, it's working fantastically, that combo. So we're going to crack on, get the rest of the card done, as much as we can done today, and then we can do some interior work. But yeah, we're getting there. Let's put you back on, we'll speed it up and you'll see the rest of it.
Let's go.
Now we haven't really done much filming so far for the rest of today. I wanted to crack on so that tomorrow I've got a nice, easier day. And then obviously I can do a bit more filming and so on. So at the minute we are bonnet, wing, door, side skirt is all done up until the split there. And this half of the roof, obviously this part of the pillar all the way down. Wing mirror is obviously done. And then obviously we've got the rest. As you can see, we have got nothing. There might be the odd little mark. I have got to go around it and just spot a few other bits. Just to make them a bit better if needed. But as you can see, we are incredible. Super happy with the finish. And then you go into the rear quarter and we've not touched that yet. So it's still full of swirls. Super happy with how we are at the minute. That's the most important thing. We've been around already and we've sealed the wheels we've sealed the tyres, or we've dressed the tyres rather. But we're going to get in nice and early tomorrow, get that rear quarter done. Obviously the back end, that's going to be fun, trying to do all in the spoiler area. It's going to be quite nice. I have borrowed the giant toothbrush, the hybrid nano, to help me with some of the gaps that are intricate, especially like bits like in there, that sort of thing. Going to be nice and challenging for sure. But yeah, then we can get in, and then obviously we can get the interior done, get it waxed. Obviously we've got no curing time because we're not actually ceramic coating the car. We haven't got to deal with curing times or anything like that. But yeah, she looks super clean anyway. I mean, you wouldn't even realise that that's got swirls and stuff in. So yeah, that's it for day one. We'll go home, get some sleep, get back nice and early in the morning, and we will see you tomorrow.